Welcome to the Mint Report, our wrap-up of the day's business news. Here are the top stories. RIL's earnings match street expectations. Wholesale inflation speeds up in September. And Kingfisher will make a fresh effort to end its lockout. First up, India's biggest company, Reliance Industries, has reported a fall in second quarter earnings, but it has still managed to meet street estimates. RIL's net profit went down 5.7% to 5,378 crores. That came with a 15% rise in net sales to 90,335. Despite the fall, investors won't be too disappointed with RIL's numbers. On a quarter-on-quarter basis, the oil refining business has become more profitable. The company's gross refining margin for the 3 months to September was $9.5 per barrel. In the June quarter, it was $7.9. RIL's earnings were released after markets had closed. Its shares climbed 0.53% on the BSE on a day the Sensex went up 0.21%. Moving to other news, the Reserve Bank is unlikely to cut interest rates anytime soon. On Monday, the government released inflation figures for September. The wholesale price index for the month stood at 7.81%. In August, it stood at 7.55. The wholesale inflation figures were higher than most estimates, but it comes just days after more promising numbers. Retail inflation for September eased to just under 10%, and industrial output for August rebounded to 2.7% after clocking close to zero the previous month. Amid all this, RBI is going to review its monetary policy on the 30th of this month. And with inflation well below the comfort level of 5%, it is not expected to budge on interest rates. Kingfisher Airlines is making a fresh effort to end the standoff with its employees. Mint has learned that representatives of employees are expected to meet the top management of Kingfisher and its parent company UB Group on Wednesday. Kingfisher is currently in a lockout that will continue at least until the 20th of October. Its employees are refusing to show up for work because they haven't been paid for 7 months. The CBI has filed new cases against 2 companies in the ongoing coal scandal. It has registered first information reports against Green Infrastructure and Kamal Steel. CBI has charged the 2 companies with misrepresenting their assets and net worth so they could apply for coal blocks. And before we leave you, here's a look at how Indian markets fared on Monday. The Sensex climbed 38 points to 18,714, and the Nifty went up 11 to 5,687. Shares of defensive stocks like those of FMCG companies led the gains. HUL advanced 0.72% to 578, and ITC climbed 1.11% to 186. And that's all we have for you. Thanks for watching.